Hey everybody, I'm gonna do a little video on my favorite quartz pieces. I tried to do this twice already tonight. I'm editing videos and my storage is so full it wouldn't allow me to do it. So I'm gonna try it one more time, just going straight through it without editing it and see if it'll let me upload it. If so, this is probably the last video I upload on this phone until I get a new one. But yeah, before I start talking about it, the man who got me and my brother into artifact collecting, it was a childhood friend, Steve Lancaster. He's no longer with us. Miss you and love you, Steve. But yeah, Steve was a character. He'd carry around a pillowcase full of arrowheads when I was younger. I was like, this dude's crazy, man. It wasn't until I found my first arrowhead I realized why he loved it so much. Alright, where we get started. I'm self-medicated right now, so forgive me. Okay, this is the first arrowhead I ever found in my life right here. I was 19 years old when I found this. I know it's crude and broke, but I included it because it's my first one. I found this on I found all of these in Cherokee County, Georgia, by the way, in North Georgia. The majority of my collection I found here. But this is the very first one I found, though, when I was 19. It's been 25 years. You do the math. But yeah, as soon as I found this, I was bit by it. It's fascinating me that people that made these were hunting and fishing the same streams I did growing up thousands of years ago, and the craftsmanship in some of these is amazing. Here's my largest projectile. I did a video on these and my other broke some last week. One person commented thinking they were Etleys maybe, and I think Turd Ferguson said Savannah River. I think you're right, Turd. I think either. Probably definitely Savannah River points considering the base, and that's my largest one right there. But here's the first whole quartz point I ever found. Right after I found my first one, and I was blown away. I know it's crude looking, but at the time I was absolutely blown away by this. And right when I found this, a friend of mine came right over beside me and found a beautiful Dalton from right out from under me. Here's one of my favorites, if not my favorite quartz piece right here. Beautiful, multicolored, candy-looking, translucent quartz point. I found this on Little River as well. How translucent it is. But I was with my brother-in-law. My brother, when I found this, was on a bunch of shoreline. It was mostly river rock. So there wasn't a lot of work quartz and stuff. So they weren't really paying attention. You know, your eyes get diverted when you're in places like that sometimes looking for better places. And that's where they messed up, because they came right behind them. And bam! One of my nicest pieces. And it's broke, but I could care less. To me, that's a smoker to me. And one of my most beautiful quartz pieces I've ever found. I'm very happy with that. Here's another favorite. I absolutely love this piece. Diamond looking piece. I love this piece. Also translucent, it's beveled. I got a lot of beveled pieces. I found this in the same area I found my first whole one. Actually on a motorcycle ramp. When the water recedes every year on the lake, a lot of places they build motorcycle tracks and ramps, and I found this in the track on a ramp. So I was very surprised and blessed to find a hole. This might sound ill-conceited, but I know I'm partial. But yeah, I think this is one of the nicest quartz pieces I've ever held, honestly. I mean, considering the material and the design, you know. It's all subjective, but this is definitely one of my favorites. I love this piece, I'm proud of it. Here's my Adina. That was one of those 10 or 12 head days when I found this. That was a great day, absolutely great day. I'm assuming it's Adina with a base, you know. I'd call it Adina for sure. Here's another head I found the same day, caramel colored. That was a good day that day. Here's my largest knife. I found it on the same day I found those last two I just showed you. Here's my favorite 3 knives right here. I love these 3 pieces. I found this on the way out one day. At the last minute. You know, this is probably the last thing I seen before I stepped off the shoreline. It's one of my nicest pieces. One of my nicest knives. I walked 3 miles to the lake that day. Didn't find anything, and I found that on the way out. So that was a real blessing. Strawberry quartz knife. Some beautiful material right there. I love this piece. I love this piece. It's a beautiful knife. I kind of neglected this one for a long time. Now I really appreciate it. There's a very sharp knife right there, and some beautiful material as well. A lot of people are telling me, in other states that they've never, if they found any, just a couple of quartz heads, and some none at all. And mostly what we find around here is quartz. The nearest flint source is like 50 miles away. So that's mostly what we find around here is quartz. So I thought y'all might like to see some of these. This is dovetail bevel I found. I had 3 of these. 3 quartz ones look just like this. I found the same shoreline in Little River. And 2 flint ones that look just like it. And they were all stolen from my collection years ago. That's what I got left right there. I'm proud of that one. Here's my smallest quartz bird tip. Also extremely proud of this one. Flint was much more malleable and easier for the natives to work with and shape into different designs and stuff. So when you find a quartz one, especially a small quartz one, this kind of detail, it's an amazing accomplishment. And you know the effort that went into making something like this. And I wish I had a better camera. Like I said, this is probably going to be the last video I record with it, or at least upload with this. My phone's giving me so many problems. So hopefully soon I'll get a new one. Here's one of my, I believe this is adult, and I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is one of my favorite pieces as well. I found this in a subdivision pond not far from where I live. They drained it, and like, there's no way I'm not going to go down there and look for heads. And I think this is an absolute masterpiece. Like I said, quartz is much harder to work with, so when you find something with a design like this, I mean, me myself, like I said, I'm biased again, but I would call this a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Possibly G10 in my eyes. I absolutely love this piece. I'm proud of it. I am proud of it. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't know where we go from here. Oh, here's a little drill I found. I don't know if this is translucent flint or quartz, but that would have been without a doubt the nicest drill I ever found. I love drills, but I hardly find any. That could have been a find of a lifetime right there. Wish it would have been whole. I don't remember where I found it. Here is the largest broke I've ever found. I called those massive heartbreakers last week, but look at this. Look at this mammoth killer. It is a giant, and the material is absolutely beautiful. I don't remember where I found this either. This is one of those ones I didn't appreciate at the time, and now I'm like, wow, that's the largest broke artifact I've ever found. Anyway, absolutely. If I wish I could remember where I found it, because there's a chance I could go back and find the other half, glue it back together. Possibly ceremonial, though. Intentionally broke. Like many people said these were possibly ceremonial. Here's the big broke my brother found the other day. Look at this. He found both halves within yards of each other and didn't realize it's the next day. He thought it was 2 different heads. When he put them together, bam. Look at there. That is a massive one as well. I cannot believe he found both halves. We need to glue it back together. That's the beauty, though. I included the pottery because I've never included that in any other videos, I don't think. This, that was, hold on just a second. I'm sorry. That was found in South Georgia. This is a Hancock County find. If it was another circumstance, I might have thought it was a natural formation, but my buddy found a whole jar right next to it and a lid. We were only able to look there for like 10 minutes, and I've always wanted to go back. Unfortunately, we had to leave. There's no telling what we would have found if we stuck around a little longer, though. Here's a hatchet I found in the river when I was kayaking and camping down there. I don't know what type of material this is. Some type of chert, maybe. I don't know. I'm not much of a rock hound. I do like collecting artifacts, though. This was found in the river, not far from where a huge Indian village was unearthed. Over 2 decades ago, to make way for a Walmart, they dug up 45 Indian graves, including that of a little kid with a grave full of toys, and they relocated them because they had to build a Walmart. But man, oh man, that was a huge village, Cherokee village at one time. Here's a tomahawk I found. I know it's crude looking. But considering it fell out of a riverbank, I was fishing with my nephews in the river, and this washed out of the riverbank amongst a pile of bones. I don't know what type of bones they were, but let me think, that probably is a tomahawk, A very primitive one. It looks so crude, but indeed a tomahawk, I believe. So that was really cool fun. Here's some turtleback scrapers. Oh, it's another beautiful knife right there. I don't know why I neglected that one. That's absolutely beautiful. Look at the material. It's translucent, clear quartz, the caramel in it. Here's my caramel quartz head, translucent one. That's a beauty as well. I got a lot of translucent ones. I like the base type on this. I don't know what you would call it, the round base, but also caramel looking quartz. Yeah, the variety of quartz we got in North Georgia is pretty amazing. You know, like the variety of flint y'all have in other states. But it's mostly a quartz source around here. I would like to make this video 20 minutes long and talk about all my artifacts. I got hundreds of crude heads, you know, but I just pulled the best ones out. My favorite ones out anyway. It's all subjective, like I said. But anyway, yeah, it's over 10 minutes now. It might take me all night to upload. If it does upload, like I said, this might be the last upload I make with this phone until I get a new phone. But I appreciate you all watching. Much love. Good luck and happy hunting. Have a great weekend. Love y'all.